Sorry. So that nobody else can get it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the whole principle of monogamy. I think men made that up. I think men made up monogamy.
Think so?
Yes. You would think women would have made it up, but women are naturally polyamorous, polygamous. Men are naturally willing to get in concubines. Men are naturally willing to share men that are at the top.
You said,
just look at what women are doing.
You said women are
naturally polygamous,
and they're willing to share men at the top.
That are at the top.
Okay.
They're doing it now. Look how many. Let's take Lil Wayne. Remember Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
And he had all of these girls that had his baby. Look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon naturally has all of these so-called models that want to have his baby. They were all pregnant at the same time. And so if they have a chance, they will in their deluded mind say, I'm the only woman in this life. But she knows that that man has multiple women. She knows. Historically, monogamy is the newest concept. So this idea of monogamy, I believe men push that forward in order for them to have a shot at women.
Gotcha.
It's the fairest system. It's the fairest system for a man. It is an unfair system for women. Women don't get nothing out of monogamy. I mean, they can get you, but they don't get anything. They would actually be more beneficial if they were in a plural marriage to a higher status man.
Any benefits you can name off top?
Now, the men that created this monogamy is the so-called white man, who is the fourth king, fourth beast in Daniel, and in 2nd Esdras chapter 11 and 12, it talks about this nation, what represents the eagle, which is Edom. They changed the law. Now look at what Daniel 7 and 25, it said, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. See, they changed the times and the laws, and this is wearing out the saints of the Most High. It's not beneficial for women to be in a monogamous relationship. Let's go to the law. And it shows how it's not beneficial for these women to be in a monogamous relationship. Okay, Exodus 21 and 10, it said, if he take another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. Verse 11, and if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money. Now, the reason he gonna do those three things, because it's gonna be a high, he's gonna build his wealth on another level when he have these wives helping him. See, he'd have multiple helpers to accomplish whatever he want to do. That's why in Ecclesiastes it say 2 is better than 1. See, it's two is better than 1. And so this is the reason that the so-called white man also stopped the traditional way of marriage, and the marriage according to the law of Moses. The so-called white man changed that because it was going to bring prosperity to the men that was in captivity. Plus, it's a punishment from the Lord, which Deuteronomy 28 talks about, that he would leave the women because he had nothing left in the siege, meaning that he was in captivity, and the men that's over him, they're not going to allow him to do things that's going to benefit him, and pretty much it's a curse to him. Let me get into that, because that says a lot to why this thing about the man having more wives. First of all, let's get 16. It's a curse shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. 17, cursed shall be the basket in thy store. Now that basket goes to what he's collecting as a man, what he's storing up. Okay. And then you have let's see here. You have let's see. Verse 44 says, he shall lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. So this nation that's gonna lend to the man, he's gonna be dependent on this nation. And this nation is not gonna let them prosper, man. You're gonna always have to borrow from this man. So you get to verse 54, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So the man gonna leave the woman, because he gonna be that broke. So he's not gonna be able to even get the first wife, and to be able to get the second wife. He's not even gonna be able to establish himself as a man in these people's society. He's going to be dependent on this nation. And so this nation came in and changed the laws that the Lord had set up due to the curses. And so that's one of the main reasons. Let me get Deuteronomy to solidify this situation. Deuteronomy 21:15. It says, if a man have two wives, and I'm not gonna go into all of it because I'm gonna keep this kind of short, but so it's clear that in the law, a man in Jerusalem under the laws of God, who Moses got these laws that was written on a tablet of stone by the finger of God when he went up on Mount Sinai, and God gave him these laws that a man can have two wives. He can get him another wife after he have the first wife. And then you had Solomon with 1,000 wives. That was an example to let the men know that I don't have a problem with you having multiple wives. King David had many wives. Other men had 14 wives, 20 wives, and had all kind of children. And these sons is gonna help build up his house. See, this house not gonna be no little shack in the woods. When he got 10 sons. See, these 10 sons gonna get to work. These 10 sons gonna put some labor in, and they gonna have these crops going, and they gonna have this house looking immaculate. See, we gonna be doing business. See, this is marriage is business, man. It's not just love it, love it, love it, love it. See, that's what they push here under these dragons. But marriage is a major business, and things get done when you got many wives and many children. Job had one wife, but the children was a significant thing. You had who else? Abraham had multiple wives. You had Jacob with the 4 wives with the 12 sons. That's why how a whole nation was born out of that situation, and they grew rapidly. Even the Edomites, Esau, Jacob's brother, he had many wives. See, he got like 4 wives, and they multiplied fast and became a kingdom before the kingdom of Israel, or Jacob and his children had a king and a kingdom. So it's not all about sex, and it's not all about love. This thing is about nation building and wealth and prosperity. This is about handling business. See, that multiplying and becoming fruitful. That's on not just having children. See, fruitful goes into what you build in the house and the whole thing that you building. Uh, when it comes to prospering with land, the houses, the 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 families that you're gonna build, and your name is gonna be a lot. So he pretty much coach, he hit it on the nail when he said that the women is suffering because the women, they got to sit here and deal with these kids. Now look at the evidence. Isaiah 3:12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." See, the women ruling over them because the men ain't around, and this woman got to deal with all these kids, and they become the oppressors. See, they're oppressing the women and got the women stressed out because she got to hold down the fort and take care of these children. And the women ain't supposed to be leading the operation. So now they don't got no head or leader, and they going through the wrong path. She don't have a head to guide her. Her head can't do no thinking, can't tell her what to do. See, people move off of their head and the brain that's in their head. So a woman don't got no head, what she gonna do? She gonna go the wrong way. She done lost her mind, as we say. See, she don't even have her mind because she's supposed to have a head, a man over her. And then she got bad kids with no daddy to discipline them, and she gonna be doing bad. It's not gonna be beneficial. Now she got a husband that's getting wealth through his having a big family. He got multiple wives. He got multiple children being multiplied. She not gonna have no problem with no children. You got multiple wives to deal with the children. Uh, you're not gonna have no problem with trying to find some direction because this is a pride. This is a tribe that you got. You got many people. They all not just gonna go off in the wrong direction. They gonna be following that man, and that man gonna be putting them on a major mission because he got a lot of people. He's guiding. He got to be paying attention. He can't just go off into la la land and go to playing a video game. See, he got to be dealing with these children, dealing with these multiple wives, making a schedule to please all of these people, and all these people looking to him to do so. So it's not what people think. But to see when they was introduced to monogamy by the so-called white man, when he want to change the laws through his Catholic Church and his Christianity, that's when all the hell broke loose. And see, that's why you get Isaiah 34. See, Isaiah 34 verse 5, it say, my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Adumian. That's the Greek word for Edom, the so-called white man. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. See, they the people of his curse because they was going to bring the curses on his chosen nation, the children of Israel, when they put the children of Israel in captivity and change the times and laws so they can pretty much confuse these uh, people and push their Christianity and their Muslim doctrine on them and uh, steer them away from their laws so they can stay in bondage. That's another trick that they know that they have to do. They can't destroy the people and exterminate them, but the only way they can affect them by make them go against their laws. Because when they go against the laws, their God punished them. And so that's his whole mission, to put them in captivity where they have to depend on him and keep them there. And but by keeping them and the way he gonna keep them there is by helping, well, not helping, but causing them to break their laws, serving them pigs, shrimps, and lobsters, bottom feeders, plus animals that's unclean, that's going against the law, making them think that it's against the law to have many wives. So now they're living a beggar's life, a life of poverty, and the men are feeling guilty when they try to get them another wife. The so-called white man telling them that he's so-called cheating on his wife when only women can cheat. Only women can uh supposed to be with one man. See, only them supposed to be live a life of monogamy and be with one man. A man is not under the law. A man do not live under monogamy. They don't live and have those restrictions. See, the law, if a woman was thought of to be sleeping around on her man or getting with another man, the man went to the high priest, and it was a jealousy law, a law about jealousy, and to make the man uh secure with knowing that his woman haven't slept around. So he go to the high priest. The high priest take it to God, and God, if she is a liar and is messing around, he swelled her belly up. But it was no law of jealousy for the woman, saying if the man is with another woman, no, because the law was a man can have multiple women, and only the man can have multiple partners. The woman couldn't have multiple partners because these two people are not the same. Everybody went by the house of their father. The mother, they didn't go by the house of their mother. The mother don't have seed. The nation is not in the woman. The nation springs out of the man. And so to build a nation, you want a man with his seed, and he's gonna multiply his seed. And he need multiple women to help multiply his seed. See, and so the introduction of this man, one man and one, I mean, a man having one wife, that was introduced by the slave master. Um, when you look at the history, on my other video, I got a history of the Indians. They told the Indians, you got them other two wives you got to get rid of them. Some Indians even had 7 wives. And they told them, well, 6 of them wives, you got to go. You can keep one, but the other 6, you got to send them away and get rid of them. See, that's the wickedness of these dragons. And they was pushing that because if you get these people to believe that the law of Moses is gone and it's not in effect, now you can tell them anything now because there's no law, there's no order that's going on. And so that's why it's utterly chaos in our communities, because they serving the gods of the so-called white man and the philosophy and rules and regulations of the white man. And they don't understand that they was just introduced to these things by their slave master, because the tricks that he done set out that the Old Testament done away with. Let's get that real quick. Just make it simple. Yahweh Shah, who they ignorantly called Jesus Christ, he made it plain and simple that it was never gonna be such a thing. He said, "Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I have not come to destroy." See, he repeated himself. He said it 2 times, just in case you forgot. He said in verse 18, "Verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled," meaning till I get back here. Verse 19, "Whosoever therefore shall break one of the least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven." So to do the commandment, that means you can have multiple wives. And to teach other men that you can have multiple wives. That is those that's going to be great in the kingdom of heaven. because this is why you have the problem that we got, and the family structure is breaking down for one problem. The women say the men are cheaters. See, that's the main thing coming out of their mouth. Oh, he's with another woman. Oh, he's cheating. Oh, he's always cheating, and all this crap. When they don't know, a man cannot cheat. He's supposed to have multiple wives, and it brings order where he don't have to be sneaking and lying and talking about I'm over him, but he over at some other woman's house, and now the two women fighting and killing each other. See, none of that supposed to be going on. It's supposed to be peace in the house, and these men getting together and organizing the society where they um, giving their daughters to another family to help build up that family, because the daughters don't build up the family, the males build up the family. So the males, they get women from other tribes, and the females go to other tribes to help build up their tribe. And so that's how the thing's supposed to go. But these dragons stop the law. They change the laws and they change the time. But I'm keep bringing it out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem and Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves, uh, scattered around the globe, who go back to the nation of Israel. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.